All right, on June 14th, 2026, the Carolina Hurricanes won the Stanley Cup. 20 years of waiting. It was finally over. But I'm not here to relive it in this video. I'm here to talk about how hard it's going to be to do it again. Because there are two teams that are already built to give us a great run for our money to take it right back. So this is going to be a season to watch. And here's the strange part. One of those teams didn't even make the playoffs last year. And as we know, and you probably know who I'm talking about, the other one got swept. Both our teams are going to be more dangerous next season than even they were this past season. And I'm going to go through both. And then I'm going to tell you the part that I've been sitting on since the parade, watching very closely. And the reason that I'm maybe not as comfortable with the title defense as many other Caniacs are. Let me know how you feel in the comments. But let's start in the East. 2 years ago, this team won the cup. The year before last, they won it again, back to back. And then last season, they missed the playoffs completely. You know who I'm talking about, the Florida Panthers. It started very early on. Barkov, what he tear his ACL and his MCL in training camp, gone for the year. And Matthew Tkachuk wasn't healthy either. All right, he had a torn adductor and a sports hernia, which kept him out for a big chunk of the season. So two of the best players, maybe the two best players on the two-time champion, were out for most of the season last year, or all of the season, right? Then it just kept coming for the Panthers. Ekblad, Bennett, Verhaeghe, they never got a real chance to show who they were, and they fell out of the race and watched the postseason from home. Now, that doesn't take anything away from the Hurricanes championship, mind you. I know some of you are going to say that. Not at all. That's sports, and the Hurricanes came out and did what they needed to do to win. But that wasn't like that team declined. All right, this was a two-time champion that actually never got off to a start. That team got hurt. All right, and they got hurt a lot. Now that team's going to be healthy. Barkov's going to be back. Tkachuk's going to be back. And they didn't stop there in the offseason. They made some big moves. We're going to see how those work out for them. They brought in Brady Tkachuk and they swapped Bobrovsky for Markstrom. All right. So with the Panthers retooled a little bit, reloaded, coming off a year that ended with them watching everyone else, I think that's threat number one in the East. And we know how we did against them in past years in the Eastern Conference Finals, right? So this is a team to be reckoned with, and we got to take them seriously. But they might not even be the team I'm most worried about. Because out in Denver, there's a team that came up short in a different way. The Avalanche. You know who I'm talking about. They obviously didn't miss the playoffs. They were an amazing team all year long. And then they got swept by Vegas, 4-0. And on paper, that reads like, okay, they can be taken care of. Except remember that Makar, an amazing defenseman, arguably their best player with MacKinnon, missed the first two games of that series, right? And he didn't get back till game three. They were already down 0-2. And it's tough to claw back at that point, and he was probably not all the way there. So the best defenseman, maybe arguably in the NHL, was not there at the end of their season. People are still scared of this team. He's going to be healthy going into next year. MacKinnon is amazing. Necas, we used to have Necas. We know all about Necas, right? He cleared 100, I think, last year, points. All right. Their goaltending tandem can be really good, can be really dangerous too. So they're kind of cup or bust. I think they know it. So they're the two teams, Florida in the East, Colorado in the West. But here's the part that I've been holding back. It's not about either of them. It's about us. While those two teams got healthier and made some moves to get better, right? We mostly stood still. Let's start in net. Anderson was a wall in the first two rounds of the playoffs. Obviously, we know what happened as we got later on in the playoff run, but he's gone in free agency to Edmonton. So the crease for us is going to be Bussy and Kochetkov as of now. Bussy was outstanding in the final, and he had a great first rookie season, about all you can ask for. But rookie season, few games in June, isn't the same as carrying the load across a full season as the defending champs, right? Not yet. Then on the back end, there's still a lot of smoke around Nikishin, and I don't know that that's totally settled yet. I don't know that that'll be settled this summer, later on, not sure. So up front, we also have Jarvis, who's going to be out with shoulder surgery, 4 to 6 months. We don't know exactly when he's going to come back, and when he comes back, what he's going to be. Now, I'm confident long term, Jarvis is going to be everything and more, but we got a top forward here who's not going to be ready for opening night, and we don't know exactly when he's going to come back into form. Our offseason was very quiet. Nothing came in to answer any of these questions. So let me be clear. I'm not saying we're not going to repeat. I think we totally can repeat. This is a deep team. Rod's the best coach in the league. Tolsky's earned the benefit of the doubt here. He knows what's going on better than any of us do. But I'm not going to oversell it either. All right. That's not how I do it. My honest read is that we got a little bit thinner, right? A goal there as our two biggest threats got healthier and added some pieces that could make them stronger. They're going to be locked and loaded. They're going to be tough challenges for us. We lost our playoff goalie, and a guy who's been with us many years, and there's going to be a gap that we need to see if we can fill. That's what I'm going to be watching all season. So I'm not worried that our team's not good. I'm not worried that we're not going to be competing right up there. I'm just saying that the margin is pretty small between us and some of these major threats. Those are the two big ones to me. And, you know, obviously I understand bringing back a full a roster that just won the cup, not tweaking it too much. But that's what I'm looking at as we go into the title defense. Two other contenders getting healthier, and we've got some real questions of our own. So you let me know. The Florida or the Tkachuk brothers or healthy Colorado, Makar, MacKinnon, do they worry you? Anyway, I like talking about the Canes. If you do too, hit that like and subscribe. Go Canes. Catch you in the next video.